Hey, TRWCD crew, how's everybody doing today? We're here with the Rhinestone World. So in this tutorial video, we'll be covering the envelope tool here in CorelDraw X7. Now, in this particular video, we're going to focus on the straight line feature under the envelope tool. Okay, so the envelope tool, very cool tool, is going to allow us to change the shape of the object or text by applying and dragging the nodes. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you exactly what I mean by that. So in our left-hand toolbar, we have the envelope tool here. So if you click on the envelope tool up at the top, you're gonna notice our different features here, or options that our envelope tool brings up. Or I can also go to my effects and then hit envelope, and that's gonna bring up our envelope Docker here. Okay, so let's go ahead and work with our Docker just because it's a little bit easier to see. So first thing I want to do is I'm gonna go ahead and select the word baseball here, and then I'm gonna go to my Docker and just hit add new. So this is gonna just start a brand new designing process. Okay, so from here, if you notice right on the bottom here, we have our different features. So the first one here is our straight line. So this is the one we're going to be covering today. The second one is our single arc, and then we have our double arc. And finally, we have our unconstrained. All right, so now down here, you also notice that we have our different options here. So we have horizontal, original, putty, and vertical. And now this is your different features, your different tools here that we can use when we're adding a text to an envelope. Okay, so if you've worked with our TRW Stone Wizard, you've already seen these here, right there at the bottom where the magic envelope tool is. Same exact thing here. So we have the putty, the horizontal, original, and vertical. All right, so let's go ahead and get started and show you exactly what we can do with this envelope tool and the straight line feature here. All right, so again, we have straight line chosen here. Now notice if I go to my nodes, so when I selected the text here, and then I went to add new and single line, or excuse me, straight line, then it gives me my nodes, okay? So what I can do here is I can go here and adjust my text by moving and dragging these nodes, okay? Again, it's using a straight line. Notice it's using a straight line here because that's what we chose here, okay? So I can come up to the top, so we can come up here, and again, it's going to just create a cool looking effect for that particular design. Now, notice I'm not holding anything special. I'm just grabbing the nodes and dragging, okay? So now, let's see what happens if we have, let's go ahead and type out football, and then choose one of our fonts here. So we'll go ahead and choose Impact. All right, so we're going to go ahead and choose Impact font. Let's go ahead and just change the size a little bit here. All right, so we have football typed out now, okay? So now what I want to do is show you what the different keys will do when working with the envelope tool. All right, so now that we have the football typed out, now I'm just going to go ahead and select my text. I'm going to go up to add new, and we're still going to have our straight line selected here, okay? So now what I want to do now is I'm simply going to go ahead and hold my shift key down, okay? So holding shift, I'm going to go ahead and just grab my top node here, and I'm just going to simply drag up. And notice what's happening here. It's not only is the top being dragged, but now it's doing the same effect on the bottom line there. See that? So it's just creating a nice symmetrical shape for me by holding the shift. Okay, now let go, and there it is. So there's my new shape. Okay, so pretty cool there. Now again, that's holding the shift key. Now, let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do Control Z just to go back to my original shape here. And now let's go ahead and hold Control down. So instead of holding the Shift key, we're going to hold Control now. So again, add new. I have my straight line selected. Now I'm going to go, let's go ahead and hold Control. I'm going to go ahead and grab my node here at the bottom, and I'm just going to drag. So I'm going to go ahead and drag it down. Notice what happens with that top line there? Now it's coming along with it. So instead of having actually separating and going the opposite way, it's coming the same exact way, but it's keeping that nice symmetrical form. And it's staying perfect. Okay, so I can let go, and there it is. So there's my football now. Okay, so that's just another way to create a cool looking effect with the envelope tool there. Now, some other cool things we can do here is let's go ahead and get rid of the football and the baseball here. So let me go ahead and type out now. I'm just going to go ahead and type out envelope. Okay, so we got envelope typed out here. Let's go ahead and just make that a little bit bigger. Select our font that we want to work with here. So I'm going to just select my impact again. Now, watch what happens here. So let's just say we have, let's go ahead and go ahead and grab this box here. And all I want to do is simply create an envelope. So I'm going to go to add new. And now, notice how before we were working with just the text. Now what I can do is just create my own envelope here by grabbing my nodes here and dragging. Okay? So let's go ahead and create a nice cool looking envelope here. So there we go. So something simple, nothing too crazy. But the main concept we want to get across here is we want to make sure that we add the envelope here to this particular the actual envelope object. So the envelope text into the actual enveloped object. Okay. So what we want to do first is we want to select the word. Now notice I can go ahead and shrink this down and make it whatever size I need to. It does not matter. Okay. So let's just go ahead and make it tiny so we can see what effect this is actually going to do when I add it into my envelope here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and select my envelope. I'm going to come over here to the right-hand docker here and select my create form. So this eyedropper here, I'm going to go ahead and just select that one. And now, notice this arrow it gives me. That arrow is telling me where I want to place the envelope text, okay? So if I go ahead and select my object here, see what happens? Now it creates this kind of this preview of the envelope around my word. So now if I just hit apply, bam, there it is. So it adds the envelope right into that particular shape. All right, so pretty cool there what we can do with the envelope tool and using the straight line feature. Again, if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to give me a call, 941-755-1696. Have a great day, everybody.